Hello and welcome. Welcome to your week ahead TarotScopes with me, Intuitive Rene. So I'm very excited this week. Very excited this week. So I have got an amazing deck, well at least I think it's an amazing deck, and I have got my charms on the table here with me, which is what we're going to use to do this week's TarotScopes. So we're doing the week of the 23rd to the 29th of October 2023, and as always we're going to do a reading for each sign of the zodiac, starting with Aries and moving all the way through each of the signs all the way through to Pisces, using these two forms of divination that I have on the table here with me. So I'm really excited to show you this deck. This is a deck that I have created. This is the first prototype, the first print prototype, so it's not the completed product yet. There are still some tweaks and adjustments and changes that I need to make before I launch it officially, but I could not resist the opportunity to give it a spin and to see how it works. So it is a tarot deck that has more of an oracle kind of vibe to it. So we're going to use this deck to get the theme for the week ahead, and then we're going to use the charms to give the detail of what this week ahead has in store, as I said, for each sign of the zodiac. If this is the first time you're finding me, welcome, and if you are returning, an extra special welcome to you. I do hope that you enjoy this week's readings, and remember, please do me a favor. If you enjoy the content that I bring, please give the video a thumbs up. If you haven't already, smash that subscribe button, and I'd love a comment from you down below. Doing those things really helps my channel to grow, helps my channel to stay alive. So if you enjoy the work and you want me to keep coming back, please do those little things for me. I would so appreciate it. As I said, we're going to start with Aries and we're going to move all the way through. If you want, obviously if you're not Aries, if you are any of the other zodiacs and you want to jump ahead, there are timestamps. So timestamps will help you to just skip all the other content, skip all the other zodiacs and get straight to the zodiac that is relevant to you. You can get timestamps either in the time bar here, the little red bar, or in the actual description of this video below. What else do I need to tell you? What else do I need to tell you? Yes, if you know, well, I'm sure you know your sun sign. Everybody knows their sun sign. You can watch this video for your sun sign. But if you know your rising sign, if you're a bit of an astrology geek and you know your rising sign, I encourage you to watch your rising sign as well, or mostly your rising sign. All right, friends, that's all I have to say. Let's get straight into the readings, starting with the sign of Aries. Aries, hello and welcome. Let's get into your reading and see what this week has in store for you. So Aries, I'm going to give my deck a shuffle. I'm just looking for a single card from this deck. Right, cards are shuffled. Let's cut the deck in half or somewhere, and we're taking a single card. So Aries, this is going to be the card that gives the theme for the week ahead, and your card is release. Oh, that is so interesting, release. So the first thing that we notice is the bright red color. Okay, so that is now referring to your root chakra. So for those of you that are into your chakras or have an understanding of your chakra, but your root chakra is your base of life. It's your sense of belonging, your sense of identity, your sense of fitting into the world. It is also the tarot card of the Ten of Swords. So Ten of Swords is the card of overwhelm. It's the card of feeling extra. We also have the Sun in Gemini. So the Sun in Gemini means that you're putting on a brave face and you're pretending that everything's okay. You're chatting, you're talking, you're communicating, you're expressing yourself, but there is this sense of dread, and that is why the key word here for you is release. So Aries, the theme for you for this week is to release, to let it go, to bring yourself back to basics. Okay, that's root chakra kind of stuff, to bring yourself back to basics, but to also recognize and to understand that life is a cycle, and everything that we do is in a cycle. It starts at the excitement, and from the excitement, it climbs and it climbs and it climbs until it gets to the top, and then it crashes again, and then we just start building, and then we get to the top and it crashes again. So we're at this point here of crashing. We're at this point of coming back to beginning, the release aspect, okay? And it's coming back to basics, root chakra. So what we need to understand, Ten of Swords, is that tomorrow. Every day is an opportunity to build that excitement again. But we do need to be expressive, and we do need to be communicative in who we are, what we are, and why we are. Let's add some charms and see how it wants to add to what we already have going here. So I'm just going to shuffle and grab I'm not going to grab a lot of charms, just literally one or two. Let's see what we've got. I said one or two, and I think we've got 6. 4. I can't count. All right, let's have a look. Okay, so the first one I notice, and there's some fluff. The first one I notice is the axe, and notice how the axe is landed here by the 10 of Swords icon, and it's telling you to cut the nonsense. All right, it's telling you to release, to cut, to get rid of, to get yourself straight back to basics. We also have the symbol, which is the symbol of healing, the health of vitality, but I do notice that the symbol is upside down. Okay, so it is face down. It is not the way that it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be that way, I think. Right? I think it's supposed to be that way. So it's telling you that you need to let go of matters connecting to your physical being that are not working as they should. We've also got, so there's quite a few health kind of issues that are happening here for you, Aries, because over here we have a tree, all right, which represents the tree of life. And the tree of life is about understanding how the roots affect the leaves and the fruit and the outcomes. And, you know, if there's a problem in one aspect, it affects all the others. But it's also about telling you to stay grounded. That's root chakra. To stay grounded, to stay connected, to stay true to who you are and what you are about. And then we have over here, it is face down, just to show you, it is face down. If I turn it over, it is a wrist watch. What does a wristwatch do? A wristwatch is a bit of a tongue twister, apparently. The wristwatch keeps you in time. It keeps you sticking to the rules. It keeps you sticking within the foundations and the structure and the responsibilities. It stops you from deviating, and it keeps you grounded. It keeps you secure, and it also helps you to cut out the nonsense, because the time is telling you, right, it's time to do this, it's time to do that. But we need to release, Aries, okay? We need to release anything and everything that doesn't fit within your time frame, that doesn't serve your physical being, and we need to cut it out, all right? But express, Aries, and I know that's not difficult for you, but we do have the sun in Gemini, so it is about expressing, it is about releasing, and it is about just purging. There's a good word to use, Aries. This is a good week for purging and releasing anything and everything on a physical and emotional level that no longer serves you. This is a very interesting reading, Aries, and I wish you just the best week going forward. As always, with love and blessings from my heart to yours. And until we connect again, take care. Taurus, hello and welcome. Let's get into your reading and see what this week has in store for you. So Taurus, let's give our Oracle of Tarot a shuffle. Just doing one shuffle. We're not going to spend too much time shuffling because they have been quite well shuffled already. And let's have a look. So Taurus, this card is going to give you your theme for the week ahead, the thing that you need to focus on most, and then we're going to add some charms. So Taurus, your theme for the week ahead is timing. So the first thing you see is this beautiful, I love this bright yellow color. It just speaks my language. This is your solar plexus chakra, okay? Solar plexus chakra is positioned just above your belly button, in your middle of your tummy. And the timing card is basically saying to you that we've got to feel our feelings, all right? We have to speak our truth. We have to be very much aware of who we are, what we are, why we are, and what it all means. But we also have to understand that there's a right time for everything. The tarot card association here we have is the Knight of Pentacles. So what's interesting about the Knight of Pentacles is he's the only one who isn't actively moving, okay? So this is why timing is coming into play here, because Taurus, it's saying to you that you've got to know when is the right time. Now, I know we're only looking at a 7-day period, but there may be many things that you've got going on this week. There may be quite a lot of things that you are navigating and trying to handle this week. And this is basically Spirit saying to you, you don't have to do it all on Monday. All right, pace yourself. Pace yourself. But you have to listen to your solar plexus. You have to listen to your gut. Let your gut instinct tell you when it is the right time. Do not let fact, do not let past history, do not let other people's expectations tell you when is the right time. You've got to follow your gut. You've got to follow your own intuition. You've got to follow your own solar plexus in understanding when it is the right time. So if you can't trust and believe in yourself, who can you trust and believe in? All right. If we look at the element representations that we've got here, we've got fire over earth. So there is this drive, okay, with fire. There is this drive. There is this ambition. There is this desire to do, to initiate, to spark, to create, to bring flames to. But we've got the element of earth, which is saying to slow down, calm down, take it easy, just breathe through it. It's all in the timing. Okay, Taurus, that is the message for you this week. It's all in the timing. Let's add some charms and see what it wants to add. So I'm going to give them a shuffle, and I'm not going to grab a lot, just a few, one or two of them. Drop them, excuse the table bumping. Right, one or two. I think I've got a hell of a lot there. Right, let's have a look, Taurus, and see what we have. So my eye first goes to the angel, right? Let's put the angel on. So that is telling you immediately that there is protection, that there is safety. I can confirm protection and safety because we have the, if I can pick it up, we have the baby pram, okay? So baby pram is about movement, it is about progress, but it's also about that safety and the protection. We have, I know it's difficult to see, I'm going to move it there, we have an old-fashioned telephone system. What is an old-fashioned telephone system all about? It's about communication. It's about the expression, okay? We also have the wise owl that comes with the hair, apparently, right? We have a little wise owl, and we also have a gorgeous seahorse, one of my favorite animals. Giraffes and seahorses are my favorites. So we have the wise owl. Now, one thing you have to understand about the wise owl is not overly active, okay? They're not overly active creatures. An owl will sit for a very long time observing, watching, looking, and only when the timing is right will they respond and will they react. Sometimes, as humans, we tend to jump into things. We tend to do things without giving it a thought, without fully observing. So we've got the protection here. We've got Spirit saying to you, there is no need to rush. There is no need to jump into anything, Taurus, that you've got to understand that the right timing is the most important thing for you right now. We've got the telephone, which is telling you that you will hear the ring, you will hear the call when the timing is right. But sit still, be wise, be clever, be observant in looking, and that's also the Knight of Pentacles, in looking to see when is the right time. We've got the seahorse. Now, the seahorses do everything a little bit differently. It's the male that gets pregnant. It's the male that gives birth. It's the male that looks after the babies. So, and that catches everybody by surprise because everybody expects it to be the feminine, to be the female. And the seahorses also hold on with their tail. So they seem to do everything quite differently. And this is exactly the message for you, Taurus. We mustn't be so headstrong. And this is headstrong down in the corner here. All right, we've got the fire over earth. That's that headstrong kind of thing. So this is saying we need to slow down. We need to be cautious. And then we have the bicycle over here, which I haven't mentioned as yet. We've got two modes of transport, okay? We've got two modes of transport, two ways of moving. We've also got two creatures of standing still. And then we've got an angel that flutters around and is not bound by transport or standing still. So the bicycle and the baby carriage are basically confirming that there will be progress for you this week. All right, Taurus, there will be progress, but it is about perfect timing. So the advice for you this week, Taurus, is when you feel the urge, and I'm going to point down here again, right, to the fire over earth, when you feel that urge to jump in and to get things done and to be spontaneous and to be assertive and to be all of those kind of things, stop, slow down, breathe. Stop, slow down, breathe. Look at things differently. Look to see how you can do things differently. Know that you are protected by Spirit and ask yourself, am I hearing the call or am I just my desire to jump in? Because timing is everything for you this week, Taurus. Timing is everything. All right, Taurus, I am going to leave it there because I think that message says everything you need to hear. Slow down, listen for the call, and react only when necessary. Taurus, have an amazing week ahead with love. Gemini, hello and welcome. Let's get into your reading and see what this week ahead has in store for you. So just giving our Oracle of Tarot a single shuffle because it has been shuffled quite extensively. Let's cut the deck and let's draw a card. So Gemini, this is going to give you your theme for the week ahead. So let's have a look and see what is in store for you for the week ahead. We have playfulness. Oh, very nice, playfulness. So the first thing that I have to talk about is the color. So we have this white color here, which is referencing your crown chakra. It is referencing the fact of all-encompassing, if I can put it that way. The tarot association we have here is the Page of Cups, and here we have got earth over water as the elements as well. So Gemini, what does this mean? Well, we know that Gemini as a Zodiac, you are known for your playfulness. You are known for your social ability, your ability to connect and to talk to anyone, your ability to make the best of any kind of situation. And that's definitely what is on the cards for you this week. So Gemini, it's a case of just being yourself this week. It's a case of, if you are dealing with anything serious, if you are dealing with anything that is a bit heavy, just lighten it up a little bit, elevate it a little bit. Try not overanalyze things too much. We have crown chakra coming through for you, and the crown chakra is really saying to you, don't spend too much time in the physical, don't spend too much time in the emotional, don't spend too much time even in the spiritual. What we need to be doing is we need to be all encompassing. So with everything that you're doing this week, try and bring an element of play into it. When I look at the elements down the bottom here, and as I say, we have earth over water. So yes, earth over water. So earth is about our foundation, it's about our grounding, it's about the structure, but it's about the thing that keeps us rooted, okay? And then we've got water, which sits on that, which gives life to earth, which gives life to us, to all who are on earth. So it's definitely about bringing everything into the mix this week. So I love this for you, Gemini. I love the fact that you've been given permission. I have to giggle. You've been given permission to be playful. So even if you're dealing with some serious things, even if you're dealing with a lot of emotional things, even if life is pretty hard at the moment, try and add just a pinch of playfulness to everything that you do this week, and I'm sure you will find it is easier to handle, to manage, and to deal with. Let's add some charms and see how it relates. So I'm just going to shuffle and add one or two charms. I'm not going to grab too many. And let's see what does playfulness mean? Where does it come into play? And what does it look like? All right, so this is interesting. We have the baby pram. It has already come out once this week. It came out with Taurus, so that's quite interesting. We've got the hand, we've got the baby pram, we've got the house. We have got, I'll show you the words written on this one, kindness that's come through, and then we have what I refer to as my significator charm. So Gemini, to put all of this into perspective with regards to playfulness, the place where you are safe, the place where you are safe, the place, so it's your home, it's the place where you raise your children, it's the place where maybe you are the child, it's the place of home, and it is the place where we have support, where we have assistance, it's the place where we have unconditional love and kindness, which is where the playfulness is needed. So this is saying to you, Gemini, that maybe this week, maybe the past couple of days, the past couple of weeks, maybe even the past couple of months have been a little bit heavy, okay? Maybe you've been dealing with a lot, maybe you've been processing a lot and going through a lot, and this is Spirit saying to you, we see that, we recognize that, we acknowledge that, but you, because of the significator charm, you are struggling, you are finding it all a little bit too much, and maybe you have lost your ability to be a Gemini. You've lost your ability to be playful. You've lost your ability to be the person you actually are. And this week, Spirit is saying to you, let's try and get that back. It doesn't mean that you're ignoring your challenges or your problems or the heavy things that you're dealing with in life. But what it does, if you laugh, if you find a reason to laugh or to smile or to be happy once a day, every day, it's amazing how much strength it gives you to deal with and to face the things. So you need to be kind to yourself. You need to be kind to those in your home. You need to be supportive and kind to yourself and to others. You need to know that you are always protected, and coming back home is to your safe place. But we need to make sure that we are bringing an element of playfulness into everything that we do. We also need to make sure that we are loving with an open heart. I forgot to bring in the Page of Cups. We need to love with an open heart. We need to love with without any kind of boundaries. We need to love openly and honestly and playfully, and we need to be excited. You know, I'm having a vision of two young people madly in love who haven't seen each other for a while, and when they see each other, when they lock eyes, and how they run and they jump and they hug and they love and whatever else, you know, with such enthusiasm. That's what you need in your life at the moment, Gemini. So this is Spirit saying to you, you've got to learn to be kind to yourself, be kind to those around you within your home base. But the focus is on you. The focus is not so much on others. You need to nurture your inner child. Maybe that's why we've got the pram. It's about being playful and nurturing your inner child, knowing that if you don't help yourself, nobody's going to help you. And it's all about the home life. It's all about the place where you're supposed to feel safe, where you're supposed to be secure. So understand, we've got earth over water, that we've got to always make sure that the place that we go to at the end of the day to rest is actually the place that brings us love, joy, and happiness, without limits, without restrictions, without judgment even. All right. So Gemini, this is me giving you permission to have some fun this week. I am sending you all so much love and many blessings from my heart to yours. And until we meet again, Gemini, take care. So hello and welcome to all my Cancerians. Welcome to your TarotScopes. Let's get the card shuffled and see what this week ahead has in store for you. So we're just going to do one shuffle because these cards have been shuffled quite excessively already. Cards are cut, taking a card off the top. So Cancerians, this is the card that's going to give you an idea of what the week has in store for you. What is the focus for the week ahead? And the card we have is eagerness. We have the Page of Swords. Okay, so let's have a look. There's a couple of things we need to unpack on the card. So the first one is the key word of eagerness. What is eagerness? You know, eagerness is a child on Christmas morning looking at a pile of presents and being so eager to get into it. Eagerness is having a huge big plate of your favorite food placed in front of you and waiting to be told, dig in. You know, eagerness is the getting into a car that you've just bought, where you've been handed the key and you're sitting in the driver's seat and you're about to turn that ignition. It's the eagerness to experience something that brings you joy. I love that. I love that energy. We have a white card, okay, and this white card is representative of everything, of all colors, okay. So we're bringing in the full rainbow, we're bringing in everything, and we're bringing it in together and saying we're not talking about eagerness in only one area of life, we're talking about eagerness in all things. So we've got to find our eagerness, Cancer. We've got to find our enthusiasm. We've got to find our eagerness, no matter if it is doing a mundane daily chore, whether it's doing something that you've been putting off for a long time, or whether it's just going about daily activities. We've got the Page of Swords as the Tarot Association over here, and Page of Swords is the card of understanding. Page of Swords is the card of grabbing knowledge, grabbing comprehension, grabbing understanding, and figuring out what to do with it. But again, let's bring the eagerness in. So it's not like rolling your eyes, oh my gosh, I got to learn. It's like, yay, 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 I got to learn. I can't wait to experience that. I can't wait to understand that. So we've got to change the vibe, change the energy. So it's about the learning, yes, it's about the gaining understanding, but it is about finding the eagerness and the enthusiasm within that in all things that you do. Then in the bottom corner over here, Cancerians, we have got, it is earth over air. All right, so this is the symbol for earth and this is the symbol for air. So we've got earth over air. So earth is our grounding, earth is our foundation, earth is that solid thing beneath your feet that keeps you grounded, keeps you sane, keeps you on the straight and narrow. And then we've got air, which is all over the place. There isn't a place on earth that doesn't have air, you know. And who controls who helps who supports who? They support each other, they help each other. The one cannot exist without the other. So air can't exist without earth, earth can't exist without air, but they are completely on opposite spectrums, but yet they are together. They create this thing that we live in, this thing that supports us, this thing that, and air gets into every little crevice, every single little nook. Air is the foundation of life, as is the earth. So again, it's giving you that all-encompassing. okay? All encompassing. So Cancerians, your theme for the week is to be eager, to be enthusiastic, to be excited about everything that new and exciting that's coming your way, but to also understand that we have to look at big picture stuff. Let's add some charms and see how it affects. So I'm just going to give a shuffle, and I'm just going to hopefully grab one or two. I always try for 1 and 2 and end up with a few more. Right, this time we have got 3. Let's have a look at what we've got. So we have the little charm for a little girl, or feminine energy. We have got scissors, and down the bottom here, if I turn it around, we have got a tree. So the tree is quite interesting because tree is earth over air, because a tree is connected to earth but reaches into the air. The tree is, you know, its roots go deep, and its roots feed from the earth and give to the earth, and its leaves and its branches are what's moving in the wind, moving in the air, and it creates the ability for us to see and appreciate. We have got feminine energies, all right, little girl feminine energies, and again, it's about bringing that playfulness, it's about bringing that eagerness into the learning, into the understanding, and understanding that we need to not only look at the visible of what we can see, but we need to look deep down into the root system as well. What are the scissors? The scissors, what do we use scissors for? We use scissors to cut. We use scissors to remove excess. We use scissors to remove something that doesn't need to be there. But we also use scissors to get into a thing. All right, if you have a packet of something that is completely sealed, scissors is what will help you to open the top, to open it up, to expose. So scissors remove and expose. Again, let's get the eagerness in, because if something is sealed and you've got that pair of scissors to open it, there is that excitement of, oh my gosh, what's it going to be? You know, am I going to enjoy it? Am I going to like it? There is that learning experience that's coming through. But then we've got the eagerness, we've also got the childlike. The feminine, though, the feminine is about just being emotional about it, about allowing yourself to feel. And of course, Cancerians, that's you guys. You're all about the feelings, you're all about the emotions. So we're not going to suppress our emotions this week. We're going to be open, we're going to be honest, we're going to be enthusiastic, no matter what it is you're dealing with. So even if you're dealing with something which is heavy, even if you're dealing with something which maybe causes you not to be so excited, you have to dig, hence the scissors. You have to dig for your eagerness. You've got to find a way to open it up or to remove what doesn't work. You've got to understand we've got earth over air. We've got earth over air here with our tree. We've got to understand. I know I keep saying earth over air, but it's not. It's air over earth, but you understand. It's just how the one superimposes on the other and how they are just so interchangeable, really, from an energetic point of view anyway. But you've got to nurture, you've got to love, you've got to be kind, caring, and considerate. But the big thing here for you Cancerians for this week is about finding eagerness and enthusiasm for everything that you do. Find new ways of doing things, find new ways of looking at things. Bring your excitement for learning, for understanding, and for gaining knowledge about all things in your life. I think that's quite amazing for this week, you know, because maybe life has just been a little bit too mundane. Maybe life has just been a little bit too ordinary. And this week, we definitely want to shake things up a little bit, hey? All right, Cancerians, I am going to leave that there with you. I think that is such an interesting reading. As always, love and blessings from my heart to yours. And until we connect again, take care. Leos, hello and welcome. Let's get into your reading and see what this week ahead has in store for you. If I could just get half the cards in one hand and half the cards in the other. All right, Leo, giving the cards just a single shuffle. Let's cut the deck and let's draw a card. So Leo, this card is going to give you your focus for the week ahead. What is the significance of this week for you? Where does your focus need to be? What is relevant? And the card we have for you is the card of pursuit. So the first thing you see is this incredibly beautiful yellow color. Doesn't it just jump at you? Of course it does. That's why I chose it. What does the word pursuit mean? Pursuit is to chase something. Pursuit is to go after something. Pursuit is to see something that you want, something that you're drawn to, something that you're attracted to, something that excites you, or something that that can help you in one way or another, and it's about going after it. Pursuit doesn't mean that you get it, doesn't mean that you reach it, but it's the chase, all right? The tarot association we have here is the Knight of Wands, and the elemental associations we have is fire over fire. So it's that double passion, it's that double excitement. And again, if you are chasing something that you really want, oh my gosh, you can just imagine that excitement. Yellow is the color of our solar plexus. It's the drive, it's our ambition, it's the core of who we are. So if you imagine all of that fiery energy, if you imagine all of that excitement in chasing something which you see as important, relevant, and significant, can you see, can you smell, can you feel that excitement around that pursuit? Because that's what this week is about. So what are you pursuing? What are you pursuing? Let's have a look, Leo. I'm going to add a couple of charms in and see what it is that you are pursuing and what it actually looks like. So hopefully just going to grab one or two charms. I have been grabbing quite a lot. There we go. So the first thing I notice, right, I'm going to use this one over here, which is a charm that it looks like it's just got all of these kind of symbols on, but it's my representation of wind, okay? It is my representation of wind. We also have a mask, right, Leo? You can see the mask. And then we have a park bench that has landed face down. It always lands face down. But on the park bench is this cute little heart pillow. So what we have here with these is we have to understand the movement, right? We've got movement here in the Knight of Wands. We have got movement with fire on fire. Just imagine those sparks and those flames, you know, going through the air. And then we've got the wind, which carries a spark. And you know what? If the wind comes and grabs a spark from the flame and carries it away, we can have fires running out of control, which means we've got to be careful. Okay, that's the message that's coming through. We are pursuing something, yes. We are in pursuit. We are excited. We are driven. We are ambitious. We are all of those things about pursuit. But we need to make sure that it doesn't run away with us. So it is about letting that drive take you, but also holding ever so slightly an element of control, because not everything is seen. So when I look at this mask that we have here, when you wear a mask, there is disguise. Okay, when we wear a mask, there are things that are hidden, there are things that are not completely visible. And then when we have the park bench, the little park bench, I do think it is just too nunu. The park bench is basically saying to you that sometimes we have to just stop, sometimes we have to just sit, and sometimes we have to just observe. So Leos, to wrap all of this up, you are full of enthusiasm. This week you are all about the chase. This week you are all about the pursuit. We have to, though, rein it in ever so slightly. We need to just take a minute to just to breathe for a second. Not everything is as it seems, and we need to be careful that the flames don't run away and run out of control. So pursuing is definitely the name of the game for you this week. But it is about trying to maintain a little element of control in all that you do so that things don't run away from you completely. All right. So Leo, very interesting energies for you this week. Fantastic energies, you know. So keep pursuing, keep chasing, keep driving, keep going, keep moving forward. But every now and again, just take a breath. Every now and again, just take a moment and just double check that everything is under control as it needs to be, because there is something in disguise that we can't see. And if the wind catches this fire, we could be in trouble. All right. Leo, as always, much love and many blessings from my heart to yours. And until we connect again, take care, Leo. Right, Virgo, welcome, welcome. Let's get into your reading and see what this week ahead has in store for you. So we're going to give the Oracle of Tarot just a single shuffle, because it has been shuffled quite extensively already, and cutting the deck, grabbing a single card. So Virgo, this card is going to be your focus for the week ahead, the main theme for you for the week ahead, and it is apprehension. Oh, that's an interesting one. All right, let's unpack apprehension. So Virgo, what does apprehension actually mean? So okay, hold a second. I have to just, before I get there, because the answer to that is just amazing. I have this red that is just staring me in the face, Red is the color of our root chakra, and root chakra it represents our ideals, it represents our belief systems, it represents who we are. It is the core of who we are, our sense of belonging, our sense of family, our sense of sociability, all of those things. The person that you are at the base unit of human existence is base chakra, root chakra energies. The tarot association that we have over here is the Nine of Swords. Okay, and here we have got Mars in Gemini as the astrological connection to this. So what is apprehension? Apprehension is a little bit of all of that. Okay, apprehension is the card that means to you that says to you that sometimes we can feel a little bit overwhelmed, and sometimes we can feel a little bit nervous, and sometimes we can feel a little bit of a sense of dread. But apprehension is that feeling of, is it ever going to be okay? Is it ever going to work out? Is it ever going to work out the way that I want and need it to be? Apprehension is that kind of like, I don't know if I can do this, I don't know if I can get through this. It's that fear, it's that kind of anxiety that we have. And that's exactly what Nine of Swords is all about. Nine of Swords is what we call the anxiety card. Okay, and if we look at Mars from an astrological point of view, Mars is our drive. Mars is the planet that just gets in there and messes things up. Okay, Mars is like, let's just do this. All right, Mars doesn't think. Mars doesn't think. Gemini is about the communication and the expression and the connectedness. All right, so it's like everything seems to be just mounting for you this week, Virgo. And we know, Virgo, that that's not your energy. That's not who you are. Virgo doesn't enjoy apprehension. Virgo doesn't enjoy Nine of Swords. And Virgo and Mars, we're not friends. Okay, just excuse that for a second. What we need to understand, Virgo, is that you and Mars are not friends. You and Mars don't want to be neighbors. We don't want to know each other. We're not besties, and that's okay. But this is acknowledgement that for this week, Virgo, that things might be tinkering on the edge. Okay, tinkering on the edge of chaos, tinkering on the edge of fear, because we've got root chakra kind of stuff. And again, that's your sense of belonging, your sense of identity, the sense of who you are, your groundedness, your connectedness, all of that kind of stuff. So it looks like you're in for a big week. Let's add some charms and see how it changes, or what it adds to our apprehension. So I'm going to give the charms just a little bit of a shuffle, hopefully grabbing just one or two. I have been grabbing a lot. I'm going to throw a couple away. It was a boot, and I don't know what the other one was. But we've got quite a lot happening here. Let's have a look. So the first thing I see is scissors. And the scissors landed on top of a tiny little cute octopus. Let's just turn him around so that we can see. We also have a horse galloping, and we have a old-fashioned telephone over there as well. Right, so let's see, what does this tell us about apprehension? What is this adding for you? So Virgo, the fact that we have the scissors on top of the octopus, right? I have separated them, but the scissors was on top of the octopus. Octopus has 8 legs, 8 tentacles, which means it can be all over the place at once. The scissors are saying, let's cut the unnecessary tentacles, because the apprehension is coming in because there's too much going on. You are being octopus-like at the moment, running at full steam, trying to do everything. Your phone is ringing off the hook, and it's like, I don't know where to turn. I don't know what to do next. And this apprehension, this fear, this exhaustion, this chaos that's coming through. So what we need to do, Virgo, is we need to be logical, practical. We need to be grounded in our foundation, hence the root chakra. And we need to cut out all the tentacles, all the other stuff that is not important. Maybe we need to cut the cord to the telephone. So I know those of you who are not used to old-fashioned landlines, you're like, cord to telephone? What are you talking about? But if you unplugged or cut the cord to the telephone stopped working. So sometimes we have to be brave enough to not let the apprehension overrun, but we need to be brave enough to cut out the things that are not important. We must not let Mars in Gemini push us too much. We must not let Mars in Gemini cause too much fear and anxiety. We need to tell it, time out, stop, okay? Because actually, Virgo, you are in control. Why? Because root chakra, you are in control. You need to be in the driver's seat. If you are just a passenger in your own life, this is where you go. But if you jump into the driver's seat of your own existence, and if you look that monster in the face, suddenly the monster disappears. Suddenly the 8-legged monster becomes a 2-legged person. Okay, but only if you are brave enough to grab those scissors and to start cutting. The horse is wild, the horse is free, the horse is fast, the horse is majestic. All of those things. The horse is power, the horse is control, but the horse is also freedom. So if you keep the horse contained, confined, then the horse is not free, then the horse is not all of those things. So it's about cutting loose in order to find freedom. And sometimes when the phone is ringing off the hook, switching it off, cutting the cord, throwing it away is what brings freedom. But all of this comes with the cutting loose. So if you are feeling apprehensive this week, Virgo, if you are feeling as if it's all just a little bit too much, you need to get out of the passenger seat, get into the driver's seat, cut what needs cutting to free yourself from all the chaos. But you are the only one who can do that for yourself. So this is a week to acknowledge the apprehension, to acknowledge what is causing that, and to eliminate it from your life. Virgo, I'm going to leave it there for you, as always, with love and blessings from my heart to yours. And until we connect again, take care. Libra, hello and welcome. Let's get into your reading and see what this week has in store for you. So I'm going to give the cards. This is my tarot, my Oracle of Tarot, just giving it one shuffle because it has been shuffled quite extensively, cutting the deck and taking one card off the top. So Libra, this is your theme for the week ahead. This is the energy of the week ahead. Let's see what's in store for you. You have got collaboration. Isn't that gorgeous? And when we look at the colors, we have got purple. Well, we've got blue going into purple, moving in that direction. If the energy is coming down, it's purple going into blue. Collaboration is about union. It's about collection. It's about coming together. The tarot card association that we have here is the 3 of Pentacles, the 3 of Earth. And the astrology association we have here is Mars in Capricorn. Lovely. Mars in Capricorn bringing us collaboration. So what does this mean for you, Libra? Like, let's put this into English. Here Rene's talking about all sorts of things. Oh, what I didn't mention. Sorry, the purple and blue actually are chakra associations. Okay, so hence the back of the card with all the chakra colors. So we are looking at this area over here where we've got the purple coming into the blue. So the chakra association that we have for you over here is about the third eye into throat into third eye. So your throat is your communication, it's your self-expression. Your third eye is your understanding, it's your ability to perceive. Okay, so it's about communication and perception, which is collaboration. Because what is collaboration? Collaboration is working together. It's the understanding of, in this particular reading, there is a collaboration taking place between a deck of cards and charms. We're going to get to your charms in a second. They could work individually, but then when we collaborate them, when we bring them together, suddenly it takes everything to a whole nother level. And this is what you need to understand, Libra. Your week ahead is about collaboration, understanding that maybe whatever it is that you are doing, whatever it is that you are, it's about the perception and the communication expression, about bringing together things to make something even better. So I know that we like to be independent, and we like to do things on our own, and we like to be strong and all of those kind of things. But collaboration is saying that just because you are asking somebody to assist you or to work with you or to help, doesn't make you weak or less. It just means that 2 is better than 1, 3 is better than 2, etc., etc. If we look at Mars in Capricorn down the bottom here as an example, so Mars is the planet of drive and ambition. Mars is assertive. Mars is full of action. Mars is the doer. And Capricorn is about the structure. So Capricorn is about foundation and structure and strategy, if I can put it that way, in a very simple, broad term. So Mars on its own would be chaos. So as soon as we add a little bit of Capricorn energy, suddenly Mars is more calmer. Suddenly Mars is like, okay, so let's do it in a logical way. Let's do it in a practical way. Let's do it in a smart way, as opposed to just being manic Mars, okay? And Three of Pentacles is the card of collaboration. But we cannot collaborate if we don't perceive and communicate in the way that we need to in order to get the job done. So, Libra, that is the message of the card. Let's add some charms and see what it wants to add to the message. So I'm going to give the charms a little shuffle and grab just a few, hopefully not too many, and let's drop and see what we've got. Oh, this is so interesting. This telephone. So for those of you who don't know, it is an old-fashioned telephone, a landline as it was called. So we have got a telephone, and this particular charm, I mean, we're on Libra. Libra is my seventh Zodiac. And I think I've seen this charm 4 times already. So its message is coming through quite loud and clear. I'm going to give it to you in a second. We also have then a horse and rider, okay? A horse and rider. And we also have a crown, all right? A king's crown that we have over there. I'm going to leave it standing up. No, you can't see it like that. If I lie down, it sees better. All right, so telephone is about reaching out. Telephone is about communication. Telephone is about the expressing, the blue chakra, right? The throat chakra. It is about expressing. It is about being vocal. But it's also about gaining perspective and gaining understanding. The purple, okay? So we need to use whatever forms of communication we have available to us to call in those that we need, hence the collaboration. So here we have a horse and rider. And, you know, the horse and rider, you can see that the horse is galloping. The horse is moving incredibly quickly, coming to the aid. And here we have I'm looking for the right word here. We have in charge, okay? We have somebody who is in charge. And the message that we have here for you, Libra, is that somebody has to oversee. Somebody has to look at the big picture and have that big kind of understanding. Somebody has to call others in and understanding that each person comes with a different job, a different function, a different purpose. So Libra, you're weak. This week for you, it's not about doing everything on your own. It's not about being superhuman. It's not about being super independent and stubborn. What it is about staying in control, having the perception to express yourself, to call help from whoever you need it to be, and to have some kind of format and structure to all that you do so that there is no chaos. That is what the week ahead is about for you. It is about collaboration. Collaboration is not giving your power away. It is not being weak. It is about working with another or others, working with two things, but it's about calling, accepting, and moving towards the help that is necessary. All right, Libra, wishing you just the best week ever, with love and blessings from my heart to yours. And until we connect again, take care. Scorpio, hello and welcome. Let's get into your reading and see what this week has in store for you. So I am giving my Oracle of Tarot a shuffle, just a single shuffle because they have been shuffled quite a lot, cutting the deck and taking a card off the top. So Scorpio, here we have your theme for the week ahead, the energies of the week ahead, and for you it is discernment. Isn't that such a strong word, discernment? I love it. You know, okay, so before I get into the description of discernment, let's have a look. The colors in the background of these cards are representative of our chakras. So here we have the purple, which is your third eye chakra. We have the blue, which is your throat chakra. So if we look at our chakra elements, we are sitting sort of in this point over here. Okay, your throat chakra is about expression, it's about communication, it's about your voice, and the third eye chakra is about seeing, understanding, and perception. All right, the tarot association we have is the Queen of Swords. She is disconcernment on steroids. Okay, she sits on her throne, she looks at you with a very hard expression on her face. She cares about you, but she's not going to show you, she's not going to tell you. She sits with her sword and she is ready to chop. You know, she's ready to make her decision, she's ready to give her announcement, to make her thing, and then she doesn't go back on it. She is disconcerted, okay? She does not care about anybody, although she does, but she shows it in a very down-to-earth, logical, practical way with absolutely no emotion. All right. And the elemental energies that we've got going over here is we have got water over air. So water and air, let's think about that. If you have air inside water, you have bubbles. All right. You have bubbles. And what does bubbles do? Does bubbles change the water in any way? No, it doesn't. What it does is it adds to, okay? It adds to. If we have water in air, it's called rain. And what it does is, again, they never blend. They never join. They never become one. They're always separate, but they can change their form depending on which way it's going. So Queen of Swords, like I said to you, she is incredibly strong. She is incredibly focused and determined. All right? And everything that she does with a massive level of disconcernment. She thinks about others. She takes into account their needs, wants, and desires. She does not factor an emotion into it. And everything she does with that disconnect from an emotional standpoint. She is very much focused on what needs to be done, how it needs to be done, when it's going to be done, etc. And she is not afraid to put people in their place if it's necessary. And Scorpio, that is who you need to be this week. This is not a week for caring. This is not a week for emotions. This is a week of saying what needs to be done, why isn't it being done, and what can we do to fix it. Like, let's not worry about the who, the why, the when, and the what. Let's get down to business and say, let's get this done. Who do I need to smack? Who do I need to, encourage, motivate, and whatever? Who do I need to light a fire under in order to get things moving? Okay. Disconcernment is about focusing on outcomes, perception, and communication. So we need to make sure that there is equality in those, that we are saying the things we need to say, that we are expressing and seeing the things we need to see without the emotions. Scorpio, let's add in some charms to see what message comes through, adding to the disconcernment, right? Giving the charms a shuffle, grabbing just a few, and I grabbed a few more than a few. All right, let's have a look. You know what? This scissors, I think it's the 4th time I'm seeing it already today. It is coming through so loud and so clear. We have feminine energy coming through, right? That's my little symbol for a little girl. Feminine energy. We've got scissors and swords, and look at them. Scissors and swords so close together. It is about the cutting out the rubbish, cutting out the nonsense, cutting out the drama. We also have, and just to show you here, I don't know which way it goes, but a little bat. So little bats generally hang upside down. Everybody's afraid of the bats. They live in the dark. They're blind. They use the sound as their way of seeing, if I can put it that way. And then, I don't know if you noticed, but there's a charm that went flying all the way up there. And just to show you this charm, it's actually from a bracelet, but it is the chakra colors. Okay? So it is all the chakra colors all listed together, and it is just a colorful charm but to me, I see it as the wheel of life. That is my interpretation of that particular charm. Oh, and then I forgot the tree here. We have got the tree of life that has come through as well. This is not a true tree of life, but I see trees as tree of life. So all of this together is basically saying to you, Scorpio, that you've got to cut to the chase. We have to use our other senses to see, imagine, and to perceive the things that are going on, okay? We do need to be gentle without being overly feminine, and we need to understand that if we stay grounded, if we stay rooted, if we stay true to who we are, everything is going to be okay. But you have to be disconcerted all the time. Do not allow emotions to play a factor in anything that you do, in any way that you do it. We have to be brutal this week. All right. Lots of love and blessings to you, Scorpio. I do wish you an amazing week. And until we connect again, take care. Sagittarius, hello and welcome. Let's get into your reading and see what this week has in store for you. So we're giving our Oracle of Tarot, oopsie, a bad shuffle apparently. All right, I'll have to do that again because that was a bad shuffle. I was only doing one for everybody. That's better. Even distribution of cards is what we're looking for. And Sag, let's cut the deck and let's grab a card off the top. So Sagittarius, this is the card that's going to show you your focus and energy for the week ahead. What is important and significant for all Sagittarius energies. And it is the card of dismay. Oh, wow. Okay, so on these particular cards, there's a lot of information. Let's have a look. Let's start off with this very bright, beautiful green that we have. That represents your heart chakra. Okay, you can see on the chakra palette that I have over here, it is right here in the middle. It is heart chakra stuff. Heart chakra is about feelings and emotions. Dismay is a huge feeling and emotion. Of course it is. Down the bottom here, we have the Tarot Association, and the Tarot Association is the Five of Cups, and Five of Cups is the card of disappointment. It is the card of dismay. And if we look at our astrology associations over here, we have got Mars in Scorpio. So like, you know, that brings such a strong fiery energy, because Mars is about action, Mars is about chaos, Mars is our drives and our ambitions and our assertiveness, and Scorpio comes along with that sting. Scorpio comes along with those hidden secrets and talents, but it brings it out when you least expect it and bites you almost. Okay, so we've got that kind of sharp energy coming through here. We've got the sadness, disappointment coming through here, and we've got all of this green emotion that's taking place, bringing us to dismay. So Sag, this is saying to you that this week might not be fabulous. This week might not go quite according to plan. That you might have a lot of overwhelming emotions around sadness, dismay, and disappointment this week. But understand that it's going to be quick. Okay, whatever it is that happens, it's going to hit quickly, it's going to come in quickly, it's going to go out. There's not going to be long lingering negative emotions. It's going to be quick. Mars is quick, Scorpio is quick. All right, they're going to happen quite quickly. We've also got a lot of water energy here, because we've got the Five of Cups, the Five of Water, and Scorpio brings the water element into it as well. Let's add some charms, because, you know, Sag, let's just see, where does this dismay come from? Where does this disappointment and come from? Right, let's have a look and see, knowing that it's going to be quick, knowing that it's not something that's going to be long-lived. Right, grabbing just a few charms. Okay, so that charm and this charm have already made an appearance, and we have an interesting one over here. Let's start with this one. So when I first started my charm collection, I was looking for a charm to represent a mountain, and I could not find such a charm. So this reminded me of a cable car that takes you up a mountain. So those of us in South Africa, it's like the old-fashioned cable car that takes you up Table Mountain, right? So when I see this charm, even though it's got a heart on and all the rest of it, to me this is representative of mountain. Okay, what is a mountain? It is an obstacle. It is a thing you have to climb. It is something that is high and tall and steep and difficult. So that is where this dismay and disappointment is coming from. There is something that you've been working towards for such a long time, Sag, and it's coming to a head this week. We also have a charm for a wristwatch. Right, let's turn it that way around. It's a wristwatch, which is telling you that it's time. It's simple as that. It is time. It is time to deal. It is time to face. It is time to acknowledge that which we are feeling, because in so doing, oopsie, in so doing, we have healing. So here we have the charm, which is bringing healing. It's bringing understanding. It's bringing compassion. It's bringing all of that into your life. So Sag, this is necessary. You've been avoiding something for a long time. It looks like it's coming to a head for you this week. It looks like this is the week where you are going to have to face the disappointment and the dismay. Disappointment and the dismay. It's going to be quick. It's gonna hurt. I mean, we've got Scorpio. It's going to hurt a little bit. This is something that you've been working towards for a long time, but it's time to face it, so that we can heal, so that we can release it, so that we can move on, so that we can leave this heart space feelings behind and move forward in a better way. So Sag, I don't think I can add anything more to that. It is going to be okay, because it's going to be for a short period, all right? So whatever it is that comes to a head this week, it'll be quick. It'll be over as quickly as it starts, and you will be able to recover, to heal, and to move away from that quite quickly. But it is time to deal with it this week. Sending you much love and many blessings, Sag, from my heart to yours. And until we connect again, take care. Hello and welcome, Capricorn. Let's get into your reading and see what this week ahead has in store for you. So giving our Oracle of Tarot a little shuffle. It has been excessively shuffled already, so just doing the one, cutting the deck and grabbing a card off the top. Capricorn, this is the card that's going to set the theme for the week ahead to give you your basic energy of what you're going to be facing this week. And you have got mystery. Oh, I like it. We have got mystery. All right. So just to take you through all the different aspects of the card, we have got red into orange. All right. So you can see we're going from red at the bottom, moving up to orange at the top, or if you want to read it the other way around, it's orange coming down into red. If you look at the back of the cards, these are our chakra points that we have. We've got our base chakra at the top here, which is red, which goes into orange. So we are sitting at this level over here where we are moving from red into orange. Red is our root chakra. Orange is our sacral chakra. Red is our sense of identity, our sense of belonging, our sense of purpose. And our sacral is our sense of emotion, our sense of feeling, our sense of purpose. So we've got mystery. What does the word mystery mean? Mystery means unknown. Mystery means that it's a secret, that it's an unknown. We have it as card 18. Okay, so if we look at the tarot and we look at the major arcana, it is the card of the moon. All right, so we've got the card of the moon, which means that not everything is visible, not everything is known. Some things are a mystery, and if you don't go exploring, you're not going to figure out what it is. The astrological and elemental associations we have here is Pisces in the element of water. And yes, Pisces is about the emotion, Pisces is about water, and so is the moon. And the moon is about the reflection on the surface of the water, which creates that illusion. It creates that sense of mystery. It creates that sense of unknown, because the surface of the water can look mirror smooth, but you don't know what's happening underneath. It's a mystery until, and this is the kicker, it's a mystery until you resolve it, until you figure it out, until you explore it. Everything is a mystery. Have you ever heard of what's it, Schrodinger's cat? The principle of Schrodinger's cat. So yeah, Google it. I'm not going to take you into it now, but you know, mystery is the sense of the unknown until such time as it's known. All right. So let's add some charms here, Capricorn, so that hopefully we can understand this mystery in a little bit more detail and see what this mystery of this week is going to bring for you. So just giving the charms a little shuffle, grabbing just a few off the top and dropping them down. So this charm, he keeps coming up. Oh gosh, we've got the gun. Right, love it, love it, love it, love it. And this one that has landed up there upside down, just to show you. So this particular charm, it is a button, but I was looking for a charm to represent wind, and these images on here reminded me of wind blowing. So that is my charm for wind. We have got a wristwatch, oopsie, which I have now thrown on the floor. I'm going to pause and fetch it. Okay, I went digging and I found it. Right, so we have the wristwatch and we have the gun. Right, we have a little gun. So what is this all telling us? Well, let's start with the wind. So what does the wind do? Have you ever heard the saying when it's windy outside and people go, oh, it's the winds of change, okay? Because the winds blow and bring new energy, but they also blow and take away energy. So they push things out the way, and as they push things out the way, they're bringing in fresh and new. So there is wind. There is wind which is everywhere, wind that is all over the place, but it is a forceful wind. It is a wind that can be soothing, calming, and relaxing, but it's also a wind that could be scary and fierce. It's the mystery, all right? But know that something is shifting, something is changing. And that's also why on your card, we've got from root chakra to our sacral chakra, because we are elevating, we are changing, we are growing. The wind is going to help us. It's giving us that push that we need to push the old out, to make space for the new. It is time for you to start recognizing, realizing, and seeing the shifts that need to take place in your life, even if you don't know what they are, because it's a mystery, okay? It is a mystery. What you have to do is to trust. This gun is not about shooting somebody dead. Of course not. This gun is about the triggering the start. All right, that is my interpretation of gun. You know, when they start races, they normally have a pop gun or whatever it's called, and the person stands with their back to the runners, and they hold the gun up in the air and they fire the gun, and it triggers the start. So this is Spirit saying to you, it is time to make a start. It is time to allow the winds to bring about the change. The scary thing here, though, Capricorn, and this is for you, right? The scary thing here, Capricorn, is the unknown. Because Capricorns don't like unknown. Capricorns don't cope with mystery. Capricorns don't cope with surprises. Capricorns like to know what's coming, when it's coming, and why it's coming. So this is saying to you that things are going to develop quite quickly. You have to trust. We have got Pisces in water down the bottom here, which means that you're going to have to dig deep within yourself. You are going to have to trust. You are going to have to hold on to hope, which is Pisces energy, right? You're going to have to hold on to hope. You're going to have to dig deep into the water to believe in yourself, to recognize that you are elevating yourself to the next level. What the next level is still a mystery. The moon is telling you that if you don't face your fears, those fears are going to eat you alive. But if you face those fears, you're going to see that they were nothing at all. But all of this, it's time. The wind is going to bring about, and it's going to happen quite quickly. And when it goes, there is no going back, and there is no stopping the progress. So Capricorn, interesting one for you for this week. I know you can handle it. I know you got this deep down in your soul. Face that mystery. Don't be afraid, and know that it's all going to be okay. With love and blessings from my heart to yours. And until we connect again, take care, Capricorn. Aquarius, hello and welcome. Let's get into your reading and see what the week ahead has in store for you. So giving our Oracle of Tarot a shuffle, just one shuffle because it has been shuffled extensively today, cutting the deck and grabbing a card off the top. So Aquarius, the card we have for you here is your focus for the week ahead. What is the energy of the week ahead for all Aquarius energies? And we have equality. Oh, that is nice. Oh, I like equality. Okay, so there's quite a few things going on in the card, even though it doesn't look like it, but let me take you through and explain. Let's look at the colors. We have got this vibrant, beautiful yellow going into a vibrant, beautiful green. If you look on the back of the cards, it is a representation of our chakra system and of our energy system as of the Kabbalah, and we are at this point here of yellow into green. So this is where we are, okay? This is where we are. It is card 11, and 11 is the Major Arcana Tarot Association, and 11 is the card of justice. It is the card of equality. And down the bottom here are astrological and elemental associations. We have got Libra in the suit of air. Okay, Libra in the suit of air. Libra is all about balance. Libra is all about harmony. Libra is all about equality. So, and air is also, you know, you never have a place that has more air than anywhere else. Yes, we may have wind, and yes, we may have, you know, other air elements that are taking place, but everywhere has air. Everywhere has enough air. You never have a part of the country or a part of the world that doesn't have. Actually, as I'm saying that, I'm imagining now if you climb a mountain, the air is thinner at the top, isn't it? But on the earth itself, where everybody lives, there is enough air for everybody. There is equality when it comes to air, and that's what Libra brings. It brings balance. Also, 1 and 1, 11. 1 is independent, 1 is independent. 2 ones coming together bring duality and balance, which is equality. Aquarius, I'm just looking at your glyph. You are the mountains, and it's another row of identical mountains. It's the 2 mountains. It's the 2, it's the 2, it's the 2, it's the equality. Oh, wow, look at this. So what does this mean, Aquarius? Let's put this into English. Let's put this into simple layman's terms. For you, this week is about finding your balance. It is about finding your equilibrium. It is about, from a chakra point of view, from an energy center point of view, it is about moving from solar plexus to heart space. Your drives, your goals, your ambitions, your emotions, your I am center to the feelings, to the emotions. It's about finding a balance between who you are and what you feel. Equality. Because too much of this makes you egotistical and full of yourself. Too much of this makes you emotional. So what you want, Aquarius, is something in the middle here. You want equality. And this is what your week is all about. It's about finding this equilibrium. It's about finding the space within yourself that makes you enough of everything, that there is nothing lacking. Let's add some charms and see the message that this wants to bring. So just giving them a little shuffle and grabbing just one or two, hopefully. Gosh, that's a whole bunch. I'm going to drop some more back. So let's have a look and see what we have. Oh, you know what? I'm gobsmacked. This one over here, I think I have seen it. Aquarius, you are reading number 11, and I wouldn't laugh. I think I've seen this 7 times already. It is ridiculous. The sign has also come through quite a few times. We've also had quite a few trees. I have seen the bicycle once before, and I have seen the seahorse already as well. So there's a lot of common symbols coming through for everybody, but let's look at it for you around equality. So I am going to start with the stopwatch, or with the wristwatch, I should say. Okay, we're starting with the wristwatch. The wristwatch is telling you it's time, Aquarius. It's telling you it's time. We have the tree here. And what I love about this particular tree, I have quite a few trees in the bowl, but this particular tree, it is in full blossom, okay? It's full of its leaves. It's in its spring season. It is bountiful. It is abundant. It is fabulous. It is beautiful. You must remember with the tree, trees have roots that go deep down into the ground. So what you're seeing above ground is just a portion of what the tree is. The tree is equally above as it is below. Hence why we've got the 2 chakras coming through. We have a bicycle. The bicycle is about movement. It is about freedom. You know, if you imagine yourself on a bicycle going down a hill, you're not pedaling. You're just sitting there, the wind blowing in your hair. We've got the wind element over there blowing in your hair, moving you from A to B, moving you from one place, finding that balance and finding that duality, which is what riding a bicycle is all about. It's all about putting in the amount of effort to get the outcome. We also have the seahorse. And Aquarius, the seahorse is about doing things a little bit differently. The seahorse is about embracing your uniqueness and using it to your advantage. And then we have the sign, or the charm, which is about healing and just being a better version of yourself, okay? Bringing equality, bringing balance, bringing harmony and happiness into your life. So it looks like you're in for a very interesting week ahead, Aquarius. It's all about finding your balance, and it's time, because I think you've been out of balance for too long now, and this is the week to bring it back into place. All right, Aquarius, I'm going to leave that there with you. As always, with love and blessings from my heart to yours, and until we connect again, take care. Hello and welcome, Pisces. Let's get into your reading and see what this week ahead has in store for you. So giving the Oracle of Tarot just a single shuffle, because it has been shuffled quite extensively today. Let's cup the deck and let's grab a card off the top. So Pisces, this card is going to give you your theme for the week ahead, the energy of what you are navigating for the week ahead. And for you, we have got collaboration. Collaboration has already made an appearance this week, which is great, because it means that it's a theme for all of us. So let's have a look at this card, because even though it doesn't look like there's much going on, there's actually quite a lot. So the first thing we want to talk about here, Pisces, is the colors. We have got blue going into purple. All right, so these are our chakras, and that's the back of the cards that we've got. So we're going from throat chakra, blue, into purple, which is third eye chakra. All right, it is the movement from expression into perception and understanding. And we can't do that on our own. Apparently, we have to do that with another, because isn't that where understanding comes from? Understanding comes from gaining wisdom, knowledge, and understanding from another thing, another person, a situation, a circumstance, and bringing it into yourself. The tarot card association that we have here is the 3 of Pentacles. And 3 of Pentacles is the card of teamwork. 3 of Pentacles is the card of recognizing that if you work with other people, even if you each do something different, if we work together, we can achieve something beautiful. The astrological associations we have here is Mars in Capricorn. So Mars is about our drives and our ambitions and the things that we want to get done. Mars has a little bit of crazy energy about him, because Mars does what Mars wants to do. Mars don't give a damn, right? If Mars wants to go in there and shake things up, that's exactly what Mars is going to do. But then we've got Capricorn coming in, and Capricorn is about structure and rules and procedures and doing things the right way and all of that. So Capricorn is sort of slowing Mars down and putting a little bit of restraint on Mars, if I can put it that way, which is again where collaboration comes from, because you cannot collaborate with somebody if you're doing all the work. You can only collaborate with somebody if you are doing your portion and allowing others to do theirs, which is exactly what Capricorn is all about. So Mars in Capricorn is definitely talking collaboration. We talk about expressing yourself and speaking your truth to gain perception, to gain understanding. But we're moving from the talking phase to the understanding phase. And that is quite significant for the week ahead, I think, Pisces. Let's add some charms and see how it helps, or what it wants to add. I'm just going to grab a couple of charms. I want to give them a real shuffle because I've had so many charms coming through again and again and again this week. So let's give them a shuffle, grabbing just a few and dropping right. Snake, Christmas tree, and clouds. There was one, I don't know if you noticed, it rolled off the camera, it rolled off the table, and there it is over there, which I will show you in a minute. Let's talk about snake. Like, I don't know about you, but snakes are not my friend, right? I am not a fan of snakes. I understand them. I understand their purpose, their function. They're pretty-ish, but I don't want to go play with them, right? But when we have a snake, from a spiritual point of view, snakes are about change and transformation, because a snake, it can camouflage so well, it can show itself so well, so quickly, and it can shed its skin. And every time it sheds its skin, it becomes a new version, a better version of itself. And yes, they do have an important role to play, but it is about understanding that, change is inevitable, even if we don't like it. But it's also about how quickly things can happen. We also have a Christmas tree. And I mean, we're still October, right? There's our date over there. We're still October. We know we're near Christmas, but it's what Christmas represents. Christmas represents happiness, togetherness. Christmas represents the opportunity to see things better, to celebrate life, to celebrate family, to celebrate all of those kind of things. Christmas is never fun if done on your own. Christmas is all about the collaboration. It's all about the coming together. It's all about family coming together. And okay, you bring that food, and you bring that food, and you bring this, and you bring that. Together, we have a great time. It is about togetherness. And then we have my little charm over here, which is my little representation of cloud. Okay, I know it's not a cloud, but it's what looks. When I was looking for a cloud charm, it's what I settled for. What do clouds? Clouds bring shade. Clouds bring rain. Clouds bring a little bit of dullness. Okay, so the fact that we have below the collaboration, we have clouds and then we have snake. That's saying to you, Pisces, that maybe at the moment around the blue, around the expression, that maybe you're having a difficulty expressing yourself. Maybe there's a little bit of fear around, and a little bit of dullness, a little bit of casting a shadow on the things that you want to say, the things. So maybe I'm going to call it that there's a little bit too much of hidden emotions and hidden communications and hidden expressions. We need to connect with the people that matter to us. We need to bring in collaboration in order to shift us from the blue to the perception, to the understanding, to the third eye chakra. This charm that fell down here, I mean, it is from a bracelet, and it is rainbow colored, it is chakra colored, it is all of these kind of beautiful, gorgeous, whatever energies. And to me, this chakra is about healing. This chakra, listen to me, this charm, it is about healing. It is about all encompassing. And the fact that it's a wheel, it's a never ending cycle. It's a never ending wheel. The fact that yours rolled away is showing how you are hiding your true self, Pisces, from everybody. And it's time to show your true colors. It's time to come out from the shadows. It's time to bring yourself into the picture so that you can express yourself in the way that you need to express yourself, the blue chakra, the throat chakra, so that you can have perception and understanding, not only for yourself, but for the people who mean something in your life. It's time to recognize that you don't have to carry these burdens on your own, that you don't have to do all of these things by yourself, but to connect with and to share with and to collaborate with other people, you may get a lot more done. So don't be all about the Mars. Don't be all about the I need to do this and I need to do this and I need to do this and I need to do this. Let's bring a little bit of a little bit of Capricorn in there and say, right, so what is the right way of doing it? And you know, what are the different structures involved, and what is the best way to actually achieve without fear, without shadow, without judgment? Collaboration for the good of all concerned. You got that? Pisces, wishing you just the most amazing week ahead. As always, with love and blessings from my heart to yours. And until we connect again, take care.